The 16th session of the Human Rights Council was held in Geneva from the 28th of February to the 25th of March 2011. It took place just 2 days after the Council's 15th special session on the human rights situation in Libya. In the first days of the session, over 80 high-level dignitaries from around the world addressed the Council. Among them were the President of Switzerland, Micheline Calmy-Rey, the Vice President of Colombia, Angelina Garzón, the Foreign Minister of Russia, Sergei Lavrov, US Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, and the European Union Foreign Policy Chief Catherine Ashton. Many of the speakers focused on the situation in Libya.
The international community is speaking with one voice, and our message is unmistakable. These violations of universal rights are unacceptable and will not be tolerated.
During the first week of the Council's session, the General Assembly decided to suspend the rights of membership of Libya. The President of the Human Rights Council also appointed a 3-member commission of inquiry to investigate the alleged human rights violations in Libya. Throughout the session, many delegates and United Nations experts spoke about the events unfolding in the Arab world.
In Tunisia, the notion of terrorism was used by former President Ben Ali to stigmatize demonstrators by accusing them of unpardonable terrorist acts.
La révolution de mon peuple est venue affirmer une rupture avec les pratiques décadentes du passé. Le peuple tunisien s'est levé contre l'oppression et l'injustice pour mener une révolution lui permettant d'accéder à la dignité, à la liberté, à la démocratie et aux droits de l'homme.
The illegal and excessively heavy-handed response of a number of governments is unacceptable. Repression of peaceful expression of dissent is also intolerable.
The Council adopted reports on the human rights situation in 16 countries under its Universal Periodic Review and held 20 interactive dialogues with special procedures mandate holders, such as the Special Rapporteur on Terrorism and the Special Rapporteur on the Right to Food.
Les gouvernements ont donc une responsabilité, celle de prendre les mesures qui peuvent préparer la transition vers une agriculture qui soit abordable pour les agriculteurs pauvres et qui soit à la hauteur des enjeux d'aujourd'hui.
The Council also held interactive dialogues with the High Commissioner for Human Rights, Navi Pillay, who presented a series of reports on the activities of her office and on thematic issues. 4 panel discussions were held during the session. One on the human rights of people of African descent, to mark the International Year for People of African Descent. One on the rights of persons with disabilities. One on the issue of human rights in the context of terrorist hostage-taking, and one focusing on prevention strategies and responses to the conditions of children living and/or working on the street.